Going on to you, Scorpio. So you Scorpios have got the Three of Swords, the Sun, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. All right. So for you Scorpios, a lot of you Scorpios right now, the Three of Swords, the Sun, right, the King of Cups, this is very interesting. Because a lot of you Scorpios are not, you've made a complete change in your life and your lifestyle. A lot of you Scorpios are not sweating your heads up about the dysfunctional relationships that you were in. This is you leaving all of that pain and strife behind. That's what it is. Leaving all of that behind, deciding to be like, you know what? Just literally waking up one day and you Scorpios are like, you know what? I'm done with all of this crap. I'm done with the being stressed out. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. I'm done with the dysfunctions. I'm just going to leave all of this stuff behind and not worry about what these people have got going on. So the Sun card, that's what it is that you did. You actually left them behind, right? Left the dysfunction behind, left the stress behind. The King of Cups represents this being a situation for you where this is about how you've learned to manage your emotions by understanding that it's not really too much of a big deal, because like I said before, the people who play games, they all have something to hide. They're all fronting. They're all trying to make it seem like they're this valuable or popular, and world doesn't turn, world doesn't tick without them. And that's not true at all. The world does tick without them, right? You Scorpios do and have moved on without these people, but they can't come to grips with their own reality as to that's what happened. So you know what it is that they've got to do? They've got to make it into an issue. They've got to make it into a problem, right? Meanwhile, you Scorpios are over here, the King of Cups, learning how to control your emotions. Because the King of Cups is a person that is learning how to, or is a person that is controlling their emotions, and they're not taking things so personally and wilding out. And then you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles now represents, so now you get a chance, because of the fact that you are the King of Cups, right? Internally, you're controlling your emotions. You're not really worried about the dysfunctional relationships that you were in before, right? Represented by the Three of Swords. As a matter of fact, you've made so much peace with it. A lot of you Scorpios, the Sun card, to the point where you've decided to move forward. You're like, you know, you're not even, that's what I'm trying to tell you Scorpios. You're not even in the same place that you used to be 2-3 months ago, 6 months ago. You Scorpios have grown exponentially since then. So now it's like for you Scorpios, it's just like, yeah, you know, a lot of you Scorpios are like, yeah, you know, especially with these two cards, I think I'm going to actually move forward with my life. And because you've decided to just make that decision, you know what's happened to you? The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles represents learning how to manage your emotions way better. And you're learning how to not be so snippy. You're still going to be quiet, right? Because Scorpios, y'all are just naturally quiet people. But you'll see the bigger picture, and you'll understand that you don't ever really need to get revenge like that, unless it's seriously important where you have to do something, you have to defend yourself. But for the most part, the King of Pentacles represents you're just moving forward and taking care of your own selves, taking care of your health, taking care of yourselves, taking care of yourself, doing the Scorpio thing. That's what Scorpios are here to do. Y'all are here to take care of yourselves. Y'all are here to learn responsibility, quiet as it's kept. Because a lot of you, you know, you get yourselves in relationships with people who treat you like trash. Okay, fine. So you Scorpios have to learn to take care of yourselves. And that's what it is that you're doing. Your money, your physical health, your mental health, all of that type of stuff. Examining it, taking a look at it, and now being more conscious as to which one needs attention, right? And because of that, it's so ironic because the money is now coming into play because you can't go to work if you laying down in your bed sick, right? With the common cold. So a lot of you Scorpios now understanding. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? So this is about how the Queen of Pentacles represents. So now this is where it is a lot of you Scorpios. If you're not already going through this, then this is gonna happen to you soon if you're not already going through this. The Queen of Pentacles represents, so now you're gonna have a lot of people approaching you, a lot of people trying to see what's up, trying to see what's going on. They like you. They like you. You know what I mean? They want to get to know you more. And the thing about it is that the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands represents how this is a situation where a lot of you, and this is kind of ironic because this is when you Scorpios will kind of be like, okay, you can kind of take it or leave it at this point. And that's the irony in the whole thing, Scorpio. The idea that now that you've actually taken care of internal and external, emotional and health, mental health, right? Taking care of both, all of those things, I should say, and the nuances, right? The money is coming along with it. Now, all of a sudden, these people are like, hey, I want to get together and I want to hang out, basically coming around you more. And now it's like you Scorpios are like a whole new level of transformation because now you Scorpios are thinking to yourselves, you can do without. And that's the secret. The secret is, you've reached a higher level when you can do without, when you can afford to do without. Either way, it's not really so much of a difficult time, but either way, it's a situation where you win either way. That's how you know that you're really doing something right. It's when you're not tripping out about being in a relationship one way or the other. The Two of Pentacles, however, represents, the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups represents, some people are not going to be able to accept the fact that you're saying no. This is wild. The idea that you Scorpios are so good at this point to where in order for people to cope, right, to cope or to deal with the fact that you don't care to date per se, not saying that you won't, but you have a nonchalant mentality now, even more so, and it's coming from a real place. It's not coming from a place of trying to protect yourself anymore per se. It's more so coming from a place of you watching to see if the person is a decent person for you to start trusting them to getting to know them. That's when it is that a lot of people can't stand that because their ego is inflated. So because of the fact that their ego will be inflated, they won't know what to do to get you to be in a relationship with them. So all they'll have to do is to cope. Here they come. The Page of Cups, the Seven of Swords. They'll have to come up with something on the fly, like, oh, you Scorpios don't like them, or, because of this, or, you Scorpios don't like them because of that. Now, all of that stuff may be a lie, or they'll try to conflate the truth with something else. Oh, you Scorpios don't like me because I was wearing green that day, and all this other type of stuff. And you Scorpios are gonna be like, no, I just didn't like you because I was trying to get to know you and this, that, and the third. But they're not really willing to listen to that. Their cope is so much. And this is how being in a relationship is. This is what power is, Scorpio. The idea, let me make it clear, the idea that you Scorpios are taking care of your health and taking care of yourselves, and people like that. So many people are trying to climb the socioeconomic ladder, but it doesn't take much. It just takes knowledge and action. That's it. What most people lack is both. But you Scorpios, you Scorpios now have both. You had the finances before, you just lacked the knowledge, and you lacked doing it the correct way. So let's clarify the cards. Now, a lot of you Scorpios are getting many people interested in you, as to where they may have been scared of you because Scorpios get a bad rep. Now you Scorpios basically get a pick of the litter, right? Because so many people are attracted to you. So let's clarify the Page of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit, and the Empress, right? They just got to do something. People who you tell no, they just have to do something in order for them to basically deal with the rejection, because they're not going to be able to deal with it